Okay, so we're dredging our tilapia in an egg wash.
Yeah.
We're doing a slightly different version of the recipe we did with the catfish.
Yeah.
Although the catfish came out well, it was overly salty, like extremely overly salty.
Well, we had
So we had used a couple of store-bought mixes in our seasoning mix.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the combined salt between the two just overpowered the dish completely.
It made my tongue numb.
As you can see, Gina poured some of our blackened seasoning on the pan right there after she did the dredge.
Yeah. So we made our own.
Now she's getting both sides of it.
And the salt content is...
That's right. We only used 1 teaspoon of salt in there.
Yeah, and it works for us.
And we sampled it, and that was plenty of salt.
Yeah.
That was more than what we needed.
Yeah. Because we don't want to numb our taste buds with...
And the other thing we're going to do is... I'm going to use my trusty big skillet right here, which I've coated with some peanut oil. I'm trying to get the hang of the cast iron skillet, but it seems to be smoking like incredibly voracious amounts of smoke pouring out of it no matter what I make, and just like filling our whole house with smoke, setting off the fire alarm. Gina's like choking at the door. I'm holding a towel over my mouth. The cat runs for the hills. So I'm going to use my trusty pan here. I'm not going to give up on the cast iron skillet. I'm going to maybe try to re-season it.
Yeah.
I think I made a mistake when I first tried it, in that I used a little bit of olive oil, and you're not supposed to use olive oil because olive oil smokes, and that might have kind of set off the whole thing in a negative course. So let's go back over here. Gina's doing the last of the dredging right here. So we're dredging. We didn't dredge with the catfish, and the idea is trying to see if it'll coat a little bit better.
Maybe make it a little crispy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they look nice.
Yeah.
And
we'll have tons of seasoning left over.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have the recipe for the seasoning, so that if you want, you can use it just for 2 or 3 fillets of whatever kind of fish you want to use. If you want to double it and have seasoning left over, you can do that as well.
Because we were thinking like blackened chicken.
Yeah, blackened chicken. I'd like to try the blackened catfish again.
Yes, definitely want to try that.
But it was so unbelievably salty. I was dehydrated all night. It was bad.
Yeah.
So here's hoping this recipe comes out better.
Yeah.
It was a big lesson for me about store-bought seasoning mixes. I highly suggest, you can look around. There's plenty of recipes for making your own seasonings for just about anything. And you can control the salt content. Because a little salt is great. It brings out the flavor in things. Too much salt just blasts out your taste buds and doesn't do anybody any good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start.
They look beautiful.
Frying those up.
Yeah.